The men's game is embarrassingly cynical. The crybabies dive and pretend to be injured. Women's football is way more hardcore.
The Australian women's national team, who were ranked number 5 in the world, lost 7-0 to a team of 15-year-old boys.
Awkward.
Women are better skilled.
Well, the women are better skilled against other women. But if the women played the men, they wouldn't be winning the way that they win.
He's in a tight corner here. What's he going to do? Oh, that's what he's going to do. That was incredible! Oh.
Men always say how women's soccer sucks. Then come to the field and try with us.
It's out there looking like Messi, bro.
Women will never beat men at football. Physiologically, they won't be able to. Maybe I'm wrong. It's not a sexist comment to say that.
No, and I
That's
accept
a reality.
that on strength and power and physicality, I accept that you're right. My point is that whether on skill, they could beat.
And not sure if he was going to get on the end of that, Neymar Jr. Little flick there, nearly. Oh, it's gone in!
Brilliant. What a move.
Guarda que ahí se escapa el número 7, si la hace bien. Sí, puede ser, le pegó.
Brazil literally playing in crutches.
He's going to try and go on his own all the way. Oh, he has!
I'm going to be challenging one of the best women's goalkeepers in the country. She plays for Manchester City and England.
I don't think anybody can argue that there's gender inequities in this world, that there's a pay gap, that there's pay discrepancy.
Matilda's Soccer World Cup win against Brazil. Now, if they make it to the final, the girls will get $5,500 each. The blokes will get $69,000 each. How can anyone justify this, Ita?
They can't.
No.
I mean, the gender... I beg your pardon?
I can justify it.
How?
How many of you guys on the panel know who our Australian Matildas are playing in the quarterfinals?
Don't.
No, because you don't care about it. Now, if you cared about it...
I do if they win.
No, but that's the thing.
They beat Brazil.
Do you know what? All of you can go and watch W League games in the women's competition here, but you don't. Now, when you start to go and watch these women play the wonderful football they do, then they'll earn more money.
We've got quite a large pay dispute happening with our Australian women's soccer team at the moment. Is it frustrating for you as someone who's so prominent in your sport? And we heard you say on the Ellen show the other day you are the richest fighter in UFC, that sort of thing is still going on?
I think that how much you get paid should have something to do with how much money you bring in. I'm the highest paid fighter not because Dina and Lorenzo wanted to do something nice for the ladies. They do it because I bring in the highest numbers. They do it because I make them the most money. And I think that the money that they make should be proportionate to the money that they bring in.
When your paycheck is dependent on people coming and wanting to buy your service, when they're not forced to get it, but they want to buy your service, then it depends on the audience.
The U.S. women's soccer team is taking charge in a major fight off the field, suing for fair pay.
28 members of the U.S. women's national soccer team filing a gender discrimination lawsuit against the U.S. Soccer Federation.
We know in our hearts, and we know with the facts that we have that we're on the right side of this.
The case was dismissed, and now the men who earned the majority, 97% of the revenue, they have to now split it equally with the women's team who only are earning 2.5% of what the men are making. And this, they want you to believe, is equal pay.
If the women generate more revenue, they should get paid more than the men. Don't strive for getting the same. Strive for getting what you're worth. And if you're worth more, then get more.
The men's team makes more money. If they make more money, then they should get more money.
Why does the men's team...
The men's team makes more money because because people are more interested in it.
Why are people more interested in the men's sports? Because it's been historically...
it's more interesting to watch.
I don't think anybody can argue that there's gender inequities in this world, that there's a pay gap, that there's pay discrepancies.
Women's soccer in America and in other Western countries like Australia, we see there's a lot of support in these countries.
Where soccer's biggest, like in South America and in Africa, like people aren't really paying attention to women's soccer at all. There's going to take like huge cultural shifts in all those countries before we even get to that.